7 degrees. Looks like that could continue past Monday as well.
Well, even with the Colonial Pipeline getting back to normal, we haven't seen a lot change with Georgia gas stations yet. The website gasbuddy.com says 41% of the state's gas stations are still reporting outages.
That's a good number of gas stations, but business seems to be booming for a mobile gas station during this shortage. And one of the customers is an Atlanta sports star. You can get gassed up too if you're willing to pay a surcharge. Rebecca Schramm has the story of a really creative businessman.
Fuel concierge.
Anthony Powell owns a business with a service that's in high demand right now.
We actually have a meter that tells us how many gallons was pumped in your car.
It's a mobile gas station with an app based in Charlotte.
I've been getting calls from everywhere, and I just told my wife that I said, honey, I just got a DM from the Atlanta Hawks.
So he drove here from Charlotte and delivered fuel to the Hawks training facility.
And then I drove to one of the legendary basketball players' house, Lou Williams, and filled up all of his cars for him.
Nate Nicholson customizes cars for a living. He says the gas shortage is all anyone's talking about.
People are limiting themselves and they have to go unleaded or not get gas at all.
Unless they're desperate enough and have the cash to afford the $50 surcharge Anthony is charging right now to come to you and fill up your tank. He's learning there are plenty of takers in Metro Atlanta.
I need anybody with a truck, anybody interested in this idea to be a vendor for my company. We can add them onto the app and people can request fuel and they can start delivering fuel in Atlanta.
He must be turning a profit if he's going to drive all the way from Charlotte to Atlanta to make that delivery.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's that surcharge like?
$50, I think.
What?
Well, plus your gas, but
no.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it would work during a shortage, but that's a short window of opportunity we've got going here.
Yeah, he pounced on something.
Yeah, all right.
We all hope it ends soon.
Opportunity.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, if you're interested in becoming a vendor, you can email the company. Not sure if they're looking to come to Augusta, but hey, you never know. Shoot them an email.
Okay, let's talk about what's next. Coming up, the mask mandates lifting in summer. It's just around the corner. Millions are ready for this post-pandemic travel season to kick off. Where they're going, how they'll get there when we come back.
Nursing homes in crisis. The I-Team uncovers the biggest backlog in the country is here in Georgia. And we find facilities in South Carolina breaking the rules and getting fined. Tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
What timing it is, the CDC lifting the mask mandates just in time for the vacation season. So we're looking at what to expect when you make your summer plans to try to get things back to normal.
Harold Barnett has a closer look at the two ways most of us plan to go travel, planes and cars.
The unofficial start to summer is Memorial Day weekend, and for many, that means a road trip. AAA predicts 34 million people will drive to their destination. That is a major jump from last year's 23 million, but is still lower than from before the pandemic. Still, when you pull up to a gas station like this one, you might be in for a big surprise. The average price of regular gas is now well above $3 per gallon, which is a real pain point for many Americans' personal finances. But pandemic restrictions are easing and folks are eager to get out. So where's everybody going? AAA found the top driving destinations have either sun, sand, or serenity in common. Florida and California beaches are a popular choice, as is the Gulf of Mexico, the Carolinas, and all the big national parks. But even when it comes to air travel, Americans don't want to trek too far. Roughly 3 million are expected to fly this holiday weekend, with top destinations including Hawaii, the Caribbean, and Mexico. Some have even taken to calling this revenge travel because of all the cancellations and missed trips over the past year.
I like the way they break it down in sun, sand, and serenity.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Signed up for all that. I cannot get traveling fast enough. I know a lot of people out there are feeling the same way, but
we were talking earlier about how some people on an airplane might feel more comfortable with a mask for a while because you're sharing all the same stuff.
Well, you know, even on in a normal year, it's not the worst idea. You know, you feel kind of like in a plane sometimes.
The mask has become part of the culture.
Yeah.
Some people are ready for that to end, though.
I feel a little claustrophobic. Well, remember, it is important that you still keep the mask handy, though. The CDC says Only if you're fully vaccinated should you go without a mask in some places. So make sure to check with your airline before you hop on board.
Avoid those crowded spaces if you can. If you're looking to vacation a little closer to home, you might run into some issues booking a rental on Tybee Island. Thousands have traveled there trying to spend a little time away from home. But the owner of Tybee Vacation Rental says they've been booked since April and openings are just hard to come by.
If you looked at, for example, Labor Day weekend, I would be amazed if there's anything on the island in a vacation rental category that's available. And I don't think it's probably been available for the better part of 6+ weeks.
Yeah, and he says they're having to turn down reservations every day because so many of us are trying to get a reservation. He says the best thing you can do, be flexible, be adaptable, and keep on trying. Riley, it's tough out there.
Hey, Tybee's the place to be, apparently. It is a good time out there. Now, for the week, or not the weekend, but next couple of days, if you need to wash the car, we're expecting mid-80s, low rain chances, but not technically zero. We'll have another look at that 7-day forecast just after the break.
And after nearly a full week of roaming around somewhere in Houston, Texas, a tiger's been found. Coming up, the video of how they caught it.
Dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
We're learning some new information about how Houston police found a missing tiger that was seen roaming around a neighborhood last week.
Kind of an unusual sight to see. The Bengal tiger named India was unharmed when it was turned over to authorities on Saturday. Janet Shamlian tells us where things go from here.
So we got him, and he's healthy.
Houston's missing tiger has been found. A tiger in my neighborhood. The big cat had been the subject of an exhaustive search since he was seen leisurely prowling a residential street. At one point, the 175-pound animal coming face to face with an off-duty deputy. The 9-month-old Bengal was then driven away, investigators say, by Victor Hugo Cuevas. Cuevas was later arrested for evading police, but the cat remained elusive. Now, new details on how India was found, and it involves the wife of well-known Houston businessman and philanthropist Jim McInvale, known as Mattress Mac. Linda McInvale, the owner of an athletic club that houses exotic animals, says she's an acquaintance of Cuevas and his wife and convinced them to turn the tiger over.
I think they were very worried about where the cat would go, and so I feel like they probably felt like because they knew me and could trust me that my assurance that it would go someplace good was good for them.
This morning, the big cat is at a Texas animal sanctuary. After a 30-day quarantine, he'll be moved to a half-acre plot with a pool and trees.
So, Victor Cuevas' attorney insists the tiger does not belong to his client, but Linda McInvale, who you met in that story, says she and Cuevas' wife did turn the tiger over Saturday.
The story has so many layers. This is wild. But police are still trying to figure out where the tiger was for the past week. I mean, they're pretty good at hiding out. I guess he was just
Sleeping
living it up in the trees.
Not many dogs barked for the last
That's
week.
true. It was eerily quiet. Very quiet.
No trouble in that neighborhood whatsoever, Riley, when you have a tiger out on your front lawn.
Oh, man, yeah. There may be a few more missing pets after that guy got out. But very nice weather for us this afternoon. Just a few passing clouds. No rain or forecast this evening or tonight. Temperatures this afternoon were pretty warm again. We did reach the 80s earlier, but now dropping into the upper 70s over in Aiken. We should stay in the 70s through sunset and up until around midnight. Just a few passing clouds currently. We'll start to see less clouds overnight, but more clouds will definitely show up throughout the day on Tuesday. Early Tuesday morning around sunrise, we'll wake up in the upper 50s, then heat back up into the mid to low 80s by tomorrow afternoon. There's your isolated shower chance. Not much expected. You actually have a much higher chance of not seeing rain on Tuesday. And same thing on Wednesday as well. Our setup's not going to change too much the next couple of afternoons. But by Thursday into the weekend, that's when we start our summer-like warm-up. How about this, folks? For the weekend, high of 92 Saturday, 95 Sunday, and then only getting hotter as we head into early next week. Monday, we are expecting highs of 97.
That's going to wrap it up. First at 5. We're back after a short break for News 12 at 6 o'clock. Hope to see you then.
COVID-19 vaccine.